I went to a class in London run by a French clown called Remy Bertrand, who's a great character. And I wasn't going there. I think I was going there because I wanted to get a bit more confident in sort of speaking or performing. I think that was my intention at the time. What I didn't realize is that I would be getting from this training an experience in how to, so many different things, how to co-regulate. So some of even just the warm-up exercises in improv where you're sort of mirroring each other, and you're doing bigger or smaller reflections of what the other person is doing, they really co-regulate. So you end up feeling in sometimes quite a radically different state, which we used to call like the improv bubble, just by doing these exercises. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yeah, I've done some of those mirroring exercises, and there's for sure some sort of magic, especially when things are just moving. There's some weird resonance that's happening, some connection between all the minds there that really you just can't explain. There's something else that takes over and is kind of orchestrating. You mentioned like this unknown, I think you're alluding to like just this something unknown force that comes in. It's really amazing. Like when we step out of the way, there's something that almost, it seems like it knows how the scene wants to go, and it knows like what's going to work and what's going to be funny, but we can't try to make that happen. We just have to actually get out of the way and trust that it's going to come up from somewhere. It's this process of like not knowing, like almost like being in the dark night of like, we want to grasp at the end. We want to know, we want to grasp at the answers. We want to be able to fix things and have control over, someone else's experience or the process. But if we can just kind of like open and be with the not knowing and trust, that's the only way that like this next wave of order or something new comes in.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Couldn't agree with you more. And in a way, that's kind of like a bit of a theme of our conversation, because it's really, it's the same principle that I'm wanting to share in this book and in my work is grown-ups who care about children. Can we be open to receive what they, and perhaps through them, the system or even the earth, if you wanted to look at it from that perspective, is trying to reveal to us, so that we can, first of all, let go of whatever rigid beliefs we might have about ourselves or about how things should be, and that something new can emerge. And it's also the same principle, which the same principle applies in psychedelic assisted therapy. It's, you can have a bad trip if you don't surrender to it. I mean, obviously you have to have the right setting, but that sort of act of surrender and letting go and trusting and going along with the stream is crucial, I think, to that healing process.